tumawag, tayo ay tumugon, at naiintindihan natin na tayo ay bibigay ng ating kayaan sa sarili sa Panginoon sa anumang misyon o ministry na tayo tinawag. Ang tanong natin ngayon, paano natin mapapanatilihan? No? What inspires commitment in volunteers? No? Ano ba yung nagbibigay sa atin ng parang sabihin na natin ay gasolina o diesel para magpatuloy tayo magbigay ng sarili sa ating Panginoon. Alam niyo po, siguro naman ay hindi ninyo at marami po sa atin na lagi sinasabi, minsan din because of some frustrations and disappointments that people nowadays, especially when it comes to volunteering ministry, we often hear that people are not committed, that they don't stick around. They are not committed to one thing for very long before they move on to something else. Pero alam niyo po, ano totoo? The truth is that the people are committed. Actually, lahat ng tao committed. People are committed, to something else. They are committed to their favorite hobbies, committed to their husbands and wives, hopefully, committed to their favorite program in the Netflix, favorite topic na yung mga marites natin, So, ibig sabihin din, certain level of commitment. But people are committed to things they believe are important. Ay kung natin ang sarili natin naman pag naniniwala tayo ng isang bagay na naniniwala natin, lalo na po sa pag-ibig ko ay napakahalaga. Hindi na natin yung kailangan ipakita sa ibang tao sa ating mga ministry. We have to somehow eliminate the things that sabotage commitment to serving in ministry. At ano-ano po yung some, ito naman sinasabing ito lang, at absolute ito lang, some lang naman. Some common reasons why people don't commit to serve. Sa aking research at pakinilay, the role does not seem to be significant. Kapag yung nakikita natin, yung role ba natin ay hindi na masyadong impact o hindi importante. Kaya siguro nahihirapan tayo. Hindi ba? Pero din po that they have a bad experience serving. Ang context natin sa church, sa ating ministry, pagsabihan ng pare, pagsabihan ng pangaladover, pagsabihan ng mga coordinators, hindi ba, pagsabihan ng feedback. So, kanila, they picture sa mga experience. Of course, hindi lang from authority, sometimes from one side, Parang merong tinatawag na ito po kayo sa psychology na masyadong scrupulous. Ang konting mali lang ay napagtatakot na. Parang nakatawanan ng krimen. Kaya ayaw na mag-uwi. Maalis na lang po. So yan, some common results, Pero hindi naman po, they are not properly trained, the things that they are doing, Yung mga ganyan po. Kaya ayaw mag-uwi kasi hindi nila alam kung anong gagawin nila. Hindi sila naturuan ng tama o hindi sila na-train ng tama. They feel like they are serving alone. Kung isang parang si Sharon Coleta, ang natigil, ang buhat namin, buhat ko ang titig ko yun. Pasan ko ang titig. Parang siya lang yung nagsiserve. Ang titig niya siya lang yung gumagawa ng lahat. The burnout, hindi na kaya. service is not recognized, yan po, alam natin yan, di ba kailangan na
Wala ka?
pero kung yan sa ating mga Pilipino, dahil malakas yung ating side na kung saan ay tatampo, hindi lang namin ng pangalan, tatampo, hindi lang napapagyan yung ginawa, hindi po ba? Kaya nahihirapan magpatuloy sa kanila natin. No? They are not serving frequently enough to experience the abuse. So parang ito ang malaking challenge sa atin, lalo na tayo sa retreat. Pero na sana isipin natin lagi, kahit wala akong muna, wala akong mapapagay o napapasalamat. And then know that whatever you contribute and give to the vineyard of the Lord and to His people, ginagamit ko kayo ng Diyos. No? At ginagamit kayo ng instrument para makilala siya at facilitate siya at ang kanyang bayan. So they are not serving in the area of productivity. So ito yung isang mismatch na kailangan din natin makita. Kung minsan, hindi ko napapansin, lalo na sa mga church organizations and ministries, na parang they tend to look for some reasons or escape goal. Pero ang totoo, no, hindi makukulit kasi hindi niya area at 40 yan. Diba? In other words, parang hindi yung masasabi po natin na hindi namimit yung kanyang ibibigay sa ministry na kanyang pinuntahan. Kasi parang hindi doon yung direction ng gift na pwede na mapapagay. So in other words, I'm just saying that yung mga service na kung saan ay hindi din naman talaga natutulungan tayo tutulong spiritually. Because connected to the second to the last, because in ating competence, puro talents and capabilities and attitude to the work or the things that we have volunteered or kaya hindi ito tayo natutulungan lumago sa ating spiritual. Kaya certain needs must be met if a volunteer is to put yun po talaga ang realidad. Kahit na sinasabihan tayo, gawin mo lang, hindi mo lang kalooban ng Diyos at ibigay mo lang sa sarili mo in the process ng pagtuto ka. Pero ayun nga po, yung mga services din that we really need to be met para isang volunteer, isang servant ay patuloy na makapagpuli sa kanyang ministry. Kaya there are actually I believe, three different categories. And these categories, each of these three build up each other. No? At ano po yun? In a short and fast explanation. So, ito po yan. Significance, confidence, and accomplishment. So, each of these three build upon each other. So ano po ibig sabihin? Ang significance can be found in gifted, passionate presence. So when we talk about gifting, we are talking about spiritual gifts. God gives every believer spiritual gifts. Many Christians go through their entire lives without knowing their gifts. And dapat, alam mo kung ano yung pwede mo rin may offer at pinagkaloob sa iyo ng Diyos na pwede mo ibahagi. Some volunteers move around a lot because they have been placed in an area they are gifted. So, halimbawa, gusto kong mag-serve, gusto kong mag-choir. Tingin ko, meron akong tawag, kailangan kong volunteer sa iyo. Kumanta na. Sino natin. Wala siya ay maawa at kailangan ng bigay sa sarili ng volunteer. So again, we have also to place an area that people God has given us, so that it may better use for the church and for the community. Halimbawa ko, kung sinasabi na nila dito na ay mas meron po talaga mga tao na effective na sumusunod kaysa sa nakikinig. No? Marami po mga punya, kapag halimbawa ay ikaw po sa ikaw ko, di naman sa atin. Siya yung pinili, siya yung ganito, coordinator, president. Pero because he is also a good follower. But when it comes to leading people, ayaw pa lang nangyayari, parang walang order, kasi we cannot assert, we cannot lead. So, ano nangyayari ngayon? Chaos ang grupo. Kahit sino na lang ay pwede ang gagawin. Kaya, ano nangyayari po ay, as I said, we are also to hindi naman conform, but place people in the area of their gifting. Kaya this is also an important prerequisite to increasing the commitment of volunteers. No? So, good example na yun sa ating mga paniniwala. Tinawag tayo dyan, bibigay ng mga po ng time, nagkakaroon ng mga po, you don't need the community in singing and appreciating the presence of God. So tayo po mga leaders, sabi sa Ephesians, yung mga vision din of John tayo, no? So that people identify their views and place them in their lives. When they don't see the connection between what they do and the mission, it becomes easier for them to do. Kaya mahalaga din po sa significant part ng punto ito na volunteer to show up regularly, to serve regularly, makita lang talaga na they made the difference to the community, to the ministry that they are doing. So volunteers must be present if they are to become committed, and we often practice the other way. Commitment comes from a volunteer seeing how their service makes an impact on the life of one another. Kaya po, maintindihan po ito, minsan, ang simbahan, ang dami po mga created, na mga bagong ministry, may mga, of course, may mga kinakangalitin, at yung trabaho, mga minsan ay hindi na pinagpapatuloy ba kasi na obsolete na at hindi effective. Kaya we create another one, in order to respond to a certain need. So, para makita natin kung ang ginagawa pa natin ay meron kang impact on the life of another. Hindi lang po others, ang natin, kasama po ang kapwa natin dito. Kaya kung kayo po ay umaattend ng strategic planning ng ARCAM, meron po doon sa panglima nila, sa panglimang item, kasi people, finances, sa pangulit, meron po silang tinatawag impact. Ibig sabihin yung ating bang ng mga plano, mga ginagawa, ang ating mga mission sa simbahan ay mayroong social impact, mayroong impact sa buhay ng tao natin pinagdilingkuran at sa mga kapwa natin. Kaya, napakahalaga po tuto. Pangalawa ay confidence. Significant, susunod po ay ang confidence. So, in other words, as I've said, mahalaga na yung confidence po dito, hindi yung kapalan ng bahay. Diba? Yung confidence dito na sinasabi at pinupunto ko ay alam natin yung ating ginagawa. In other words, there is a important element, how we will be able to get the things, or perhaps we call them jobs, to be done in a right manner. In other words, while serving in your ministry, ang volunteer kailangan nyo yung experience, no? Yung support, yung training, and of course, recognition. At higit sa lahat, yung sense of belonging. Because when we feel that we are belong, we feel that we are loved, kaya nagtatry the feast. Because maraming kabataan, they feel that they are loved, the community. Pero din po sa ating commitment and volunteerism of the ministry. If we feel that there is a sense of belonging, actually it fuels the community. Kasi mga tao din tayo, at ibig ko sabihin ay nangangailangan din tayo hindi naman pagkalinang, kundi ng mga katuwang na susuporta sa ating mga ginagawa. At mahalaga lalo na sa isang ministry na tayo ay hindi hihintay na kapalit ang mga naman natin that we are family, that we accept from because that will fuels our commitment, our volunteerism, our service to the church, to our community, and of course to okay? Support, sense of belonging, this commitment, and the most powerful forms of belonging is being a team that is working together towards the common goal. Yung mga ministry po sa atin, lalo na po kayo, na iba, refer kayo umaten ng foundation and everything. Kasama po yan sa pagbibigay ng confidence sa ating paglilingkod at pagbibigay ng sarili o pagpupunod. Kasi kung hindi rin naman tayo dinipin at sinusuportahan, hindi ba? Talagang humihina tayo o walang po tayo ng gana at parang mararamdaman natin na hindi lang tayo kumitabilang kundi ay parang walang nangyayari sa ating mga ginagawa paglilingkod. Kaya napakahalaga din po that we allow ourselves to be formed, constant formation, and constant renewal in our ardent desire to continue to volunteer in the ministry that God is calling us. Pangatlo ay mahalaga din po na hindi lang na tayo ay makakuha ng pahalagahan sa ating pag-volunteer, hindi lang tayo sinusuportahan ang mga tayong confidence. Meron din sense of accomplishment na tayo ay minamato. Because people make radical commitment when they see God use them to change another person's life. They are changed as a result of seeing God use them to change another person's life. So, in other words, hindi lang ito sabihin na, ay, nagawa na natin yung activity. Okay na yan. Natapos na natin ang mahal na araw. Natapos na natin ang retreat. So, ang ating pagbabago na yung proseso. So, at least may some certain degree of accomplishment that we feel in order for our commitment to try and to fulfill. Kasi parang, diba, parang pag wala nangyayari, mamatay lang lahat, hindi nawawala, hindi mawagsak kung may umpisa natin. Simply because we don't experience a sense of accomplishment. And accomplishment means here that there is some life changes, no? And from the changes, we see that we are somehow used by God to change not only ourselves, but the people we serve and the people around us. So volunteers cannot experience accomplishment without the significance that comes from being gifted, passionate presence, and without confidence that comes from support, training, and representation. elemento na ano po ay nagawa natin na ibigiran po natin, pero nilapanan na po natin na tama na termino para mas ma-appreciate po natin what really inspires people to continue. At napakahalaga. Kaya kung ating po next topic and last topic ay to sum up this